Pally. I'm Sarah Nash. Today is Tuesday, May 15th, 2018, and InFocus starts right now. It's the new Avengers movie. Mark Pace Missed the new Avengers movie? Mark Pace has you covered in today's installment of Mark's Animated Video Review. An exciting film festival event is put on by the Palo Alto Teens Arts Council, and more on the recent AT&T lawsuit. All that and more is coming up on today's show. Hey Pally, let's get started. Let's take a look at what's happening on campus today with today's Campus Bulletin. Today during Flex, YAF will be hosting Anna Hodusky in the MAC during Flex. Hodusky is a pro-life speaker. Everyone is welcome to attend and free food will be provided. Stellar Science Enrichment is seeking volunteers to participate in a pilot program on Tuesday, May 15th today, and Tuesday, May 22nd from 4 to 5 p.m. High school volunteers will work with at-risk elementary school students in Mountain View to complete hands-on science experiments and activities each week. Students interested in this opportunity should email stellarscienceenrichment@gmail.com. Current juniors who have signed up for AP Literature next year should report to room 214 on May 21st at the beginning of lunch to meet teachers and get the summer reading assignment. This Thursday, there will be a mandatory meeting for any boys planning on being a part of Pally's basketball program next year. It will take place during lunch in room 2030 and give students the chance to meet the new coach. For those interested in photography, from July 16th through the 20th, there will be a photography workshop in the MAC. Information on scholarships can be found from Miss Wixom, the photo teacher. Well, field days this Friday on the quad with a barbecue provided by the ASB and PTSA. To allow more time for the lunch festivities, there will be a modified schedule. There will be all 7 periods that will be 45 minutes long and an hour and 15-minute lunch. The Pally diving team is sending 7 students to the States after placing in the CCS championships. Maddie Lee placed 99th, Lucia Amiva placed 37th, Alice Saparov placed 13th, Max Valasek placed 4th, Jack Callahan placed 9th, Jack Mumford placed 12th, and Eric Schubert placed 31st. Congrats, Vikes. Well, there are many arts events coming up this week. Paul Thies in the field with more. Paul?
It's a big week for the Pally Arts. The last theater showcase is tonight from 3:30 to 9:30 p.m. The Pally Instrumental Music Concert is Wednesday in the Performing Arts Center from 7 to 9 p.m. And lastly, the Pally Small Assembles Concert is this Thursday in the PAC from 9 to 8 p.m. Well, that's all for me. Back to you in the studio.
Moving on now from what's going on around campus to what's happening in the world today. Topping today's headlines. The Trump administration officially opened the new U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem yesterday, in a historic move that is cheered by Israelis but met with mass protests from Palestinians that turned deadly in the lead-up to the ceremony. And moving the embassy from Tel Aviv to the holy city of Jerusalem, long debated in Washington, Trump said America was simply recognizing reality. The relocation fulfills a key campaign promise of the president and makes good on Trump's recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital just months ago. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu expressed how deeply grateful he and the Israeli people are to the United States. But the violence threatened to overshadow the jubilant ceremonies in Jerusalem, leaving nearly 52 Palestinians dead and 900 wounded, according to the Palestinian health officials, as Israeli security forces fired on a surge of protesters at the border, vowing to prevent a breach. The volcano situation in Hawaii seems to be getting worse. Yesterday, black lava crept out of Hawaii's Kilauea volcano, thus consuming the lush green landscape around it, lobbing loads of magma, known as spatter bombs, 500 feet in the air. Nearly 2,000 people have been evacuated since the volcano erupted, sending lava flowing into communities and threatening a nearby geothermal plant. The volcanic vents, or fissures, have gobbled up dozens of homes and vehicles, with 37 structures so far destroyed. President Donald Trump declared a major disaster in Hawaii on Friday. The declaration allows federal assistance to supplement state and local recovery efforts in areas affected by the Kilauea volcanic eruption and earthquake. The estimated cost to protect residents over the next 30 days is expected to exceed $2.9 million, according to the governor's office. Well, AT&T is under fire for reportedly discriminating against pregnant women, according to a lawsuit that was filed by two former employees. The lawsuit was announced by the American Civil Liberties Union, claims both women were fired for missing work due to pregnancy-related medical care. In one of the cases, one of the women had to miss work because of her infant son's emergency medical care. The lawsuit comes amid a broader ongoing national discussion over the right amount of leave parents should get for newborn children. AT&T's policy exempts a number of absences from the point system, ranging from jury duty to short-term disability, but doesn't mention pregnancy. AT&T says it's reviewing the complaint and does not tolerate discrimination of any kind, including for an employee's gender or pregnancy. America's first female Secretary of State, Madeleine Albright, is born in Prague today. Let's talk more about that in today's segment of Today in History. In 1937, Albright's family fled to England after the Nazis occupied Czechoslovakia in 1939. After World War II, they immigrated to the United States after the Soviet-sponsored communist coup seized power in Prague. After graduating from Wellesley College in 1959, she got a master's and a PhD from Columbia University. Albright headed to D.C., where she worked for Senator Muskie and served on the National Security Council in the Carter administration. During the Reagan and Bush administrations, Albright worked for several nonprofits and taught at Georgetown's School of Foreign Service. With Clinton in the White House, again in 1992, Albright was back in the center of Washington. In 1993, Clinton appointed her ambassador to the UN. In that post, Albright earned a reputation as a straight-talking defender of American interests and advocate for an increased role for the United States in UN operations. In late 1996, Clinton nominated Albright as Secretary of State after her nomination was unanimously confirmed by the Senate. She was sworn in on January 23, 1997. Well, for those of you who haven't caught the new Avengers film, Mark Pace has you covered in today's installment of Mark's Animated Movie Review. Mark?
Go. Hey everybody, Mark Pace here, and today I'm doing Avengers Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War is a 2018 American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics team, the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and Black Panther. It is produced by Marvel Studios and distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Picture. It is the sequel to the 2012's The Avengers and 2015's Avengers Age of Ultron and the 19th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In Avengers Infinity War, 2 years after the Avengers were torn apart during the events of Captain America's Civil War, Thanos arrives on Earth to collect the Infinity Stones for a gauntlet that will allow him to blend reality to his will. The Avengers must join forces with the Guardians of the Galaxy to stop him before his onslaught of destructions put an end to half of the universe. Thanos, Hulk, Spider-Man's suit, Spider-Man's web, Rocket, Groot, Black Panther's suit, Doctor Strange's powers, and White Wolf's arm is made by industrial light and magic. The second part to be the movie is set to be released on May 3rd, 2019. Oh, no. I originally asked Pally Studios to participate in a Twitter poll about two different movies. When I asked which superhero movie is the best, Infinity War won with 75% of Pally Studios support. When I asked which animation studio is the best, Pixar won with 57 of the votes. Well, that's all for today. See you next time on Mark's Movie Review.
Thanks for that, Mark. After this short break, we'll find out who has a birthday today. InFocus will be right back. Birthday boys and girls are for today. InFocus wishes a very happy birthday to Eric Lee, Jack Stefanski, Hallie Ellman, Ethan Nissim, Samantha Samantha Powell, Sebastian Rib, Christine Tu, Jaden Herrera, Benjamin Kaplan, and Isabella O. Young. Well, that does it for today's episode. Be sure to visit our website to check out old episodes, check the bulletin, or to send us an email. Till next time, have a great day, Pally.